Hey, go back to Shantae, continue Hajime Ippo. It's not further ado, let's continue. I was gonna go on about like what happened, but who cares? Let's just get into these next episodes because it's either Mita or Flicker Guy that's gonna face off Ippo, and I'm really curious to see which one's gonna make it. But yeah. Oh yeah, and Ippo's. I could really see the other semi-final. I would say semi. I've never said it like that before. Anyways, I could really see the difference in. Look at Ippo's arms. Because, you see, as you're watching from the first episode to now, you're not really going to consciously remember how he looked before until you go back and see. Until you go back, like, if I go back to the first episode, I would see the difference. Oh, she has a different job? Wow. Oh, no, this work. Just the way she made it seem. If she's not there, he would assume she's working with the boat stuff. Maybe he's going to go to the bakery. It's the homegirl. I think Kobashi is my favorite match. Maybe then Ozuma, then Hayami. I don't know. Ozuma and Kobashi are tied for the first. I knew he'd go to see her if he has a. Why always try to talk to the beat? He must have done it with his sweat. The nose. Ippo runs around with money? Like, I thought he just like left the house just to jog so he wouldn't bring any money. It's the whole boxing thing. She might ask questions now. Yep. There's something she doesn't like about it. Something she's fearful about it for some, cause like I'm pretty sure she knows Miyata. I would have asked her about it. Just by his attitude makes me believe like, okay, Miyata's gonna win. Like, you can't have someone like this beat him, but then you could, because if he does beat Miyata and then Ippo beats him, that's kind of like shut your face to Mashiba. It's so crazy how like that's not really like the Rookie King tournament is such a small like underlining event. Yeah, she's going for Miyata. Okay, Dad. The commentators weren't there for Ippo's match, were they? Maybe they just decided to stay because it's such a huge crowd. I understand that because it's easy to miss stuff like that. But the prediction though, just because you want him to win doesn't mean that's what's gonna happen. Height on his side. I was talking about his height too. And I was looking at it as they were like this. I was like, oh wow, he's so much taller than Miyata. I was like, I wasn't sure if they were gonna mention anything like that. I feel like he's gonna make the first move. I don't think he'll. Actually, no. I don't think he's gonna start with the flicker jab. He's gonna get into it. Is that the sole technique he's gonna rely on? Because then Miyata will find ways around that. No matter the height difference and the arm reach difference. Anyways. I thought he'd wait a bit before he switches to the Hitman style. Flickers. Yeah, his arms. I think this is just showing how long his damn arms are, but he's not reaching. It looks natural, cause when it's going very fast, his arm looks like elastic, like rubber, like it's extending farther than his reach should be, but it looks pretty normal. If you're gonna fling your arms from that far off, fling them as well. You won't start counting until he's in his neutral corner? Cause I don't hear him counting yet. Aye. And it's not like he's practiced with someone throwing flicker jabs to him. I mean, why do I keep on saying Ippo? Miyata's just that good, like that observant, even in a fast-paced battle. He's not gonna get up. Oh. Wow. Wow. He would have lost this round so quick and easy, but now he has this time to fix up. For Ippo's matches, like how long? 3 minutes. It seems like an eternity because he sometimes finishes his matches just on the first round. And listen to him. I was like, he doesn't seem the type of person that's gonna listen. Ippo would never, but still. It almost flew out. That literally just calls for defeat. Saying he won't lose to a spoiled brat like him. I don't know what makes him believe. Because he has a dad? And don't be too hasty. With how far we got right now, I can't. Can't afford to lose. I knew this guy wouldn't be going down as easily. He's stubborn. He might be just fall on his own. You say that until you do. Please don't, because I really can't see you lose here. I mean, with the conditions he's in now, it's like, oh, like, why would Miyata lose to him? Like, there's no way. But then there's a possibility. If there's a will in that stubborn mind of his, there's a way. I'm just saying, I can't afford to see that. Did he break his nose or is that the lighting? Oh, it's the lighting. I thought his nose went in and it popped back out. It still looks like what I thought I seen. Why would you do the lighting like that? That looks weird. Can you let someone like that continue to box if they don't listen to the ref? That's all I'm just concerned about. If the refs, is that even, you see how like the bumping to the forehead with the other guy Ippo fought? So if the ref noticed him stepping on his foot, can he call that as well? That's not even allowed. But he didn't. No one else seen it. That was pretty fast. But I seen it, you know, they emphasized it. At least you can't start counting until you get to your... Oh! Oh, when it comes to standing up after being knocked down, that's Ippo's specialty. I've never seen Ippo in that. I've never seen Miyata in that state. How am I messing up their names? It's completely different. That's what I said in the beginning. I was like, okay, it's either Miyata wins, and they know they do, you know, like what we waited for, Miyata and Ippo, or Miyata loses, and then with the flicker guy acting all like you're a spoiled brat, you're nothing, we'll have Ippo defeat him. For Miyata, not even for himself, not even for the Rookie King tournament title. And not saying, oh, because Miyata couldn't do this by himself. I mean, that he clearly cheated or something. But to just humble flicker guy, okay? Because I don't know why he's acting like that. I literally could have bought a skipping rope. But it's like the farthest thing from my mind. It's not something I need right now. It's something I want. And then I saw one in person, but then It was literally the kitty ones. It's at a dollar store. I mean, I could use it. It still works, but it doesn't feel good. It's so flimsy. Like, it's made of something that's flimsy. But for this damn match, Mita and Mashiba, this is what I expected. Not what I wanted to happen, but what I expected. And we're still counting. Mita can still get up, but I don't think he's gonna. I was saying, like, Ippo's the type of person to get up from not being knocked down, and we don't see Mita get knocked down often, or at all. I don't think we don't see that much. So, and then it's gonna be up to Ippo. And Ippo's definitely not losing to Mashiba if Mita loses, because that would just be pointless. To the promised place. Well, Ippo's there. Okay, and this is for Mita to reach to the promised round between the two, and he's not going to. I don't know. They've seen it, you know, but that doesn't really do. If the ref, nasty trick, nasty cheat, like, is that not allowed? Of course not. Come on, what? And Ippo definitely seen it as well. Oh, I thought he'd be like angry. He just looks so sad. Oh God. That's what I'm saying. I know me dancing well. I know. That'd be great motivation if he does get up. I really. 5. He has time. 6 is cutting it too close. Not what I expected. The ref's just not sure. He's like, should I, like... This one man, this poor Manny, they need to have more refs. You gotta force your body to cooperate with you. With his long arms, he can't control. I thought it would fling back and hit him in his face. Hit him in his chest. So quick. I was hoping for the round to be over, but they're happening so quick. Maybe a lot of times passing as we're watching them without them really showing it, but compared to Ippo's rounds, I feel like they just were endless. Watch his eye makeup. Like he's Batman. Not that I watched it. I'm going to. What are we thinking? Not, what are you thinking? We're not a we. How long would that take to heal? He's still gonna fade on it like it's not like nothing. It's not worth it for Mashiba. And then Ippo. But I don't know. Cause if he does win, like if Mita does win, then he probably can't even fight Ippo with that leg, with that foot. Don't that. We don't know. To the promised place. Oh my God, if Mita suffers a career-ending injury, he's not gonna. He really can't. He's still skeptical. He'd rather maybe Mita had forfeited as well. Are the cornermen able to like tell the ref to stop? Like, oh yes, that's what I was wondering. What could they do to stop the fight as well? Throw in the towel. I don't think they're gonna do it though. The dad at least. He would do it if he was in charge. He'll probably find a counter now. He's done. His career's done. I'm not sure though. It's like a rope that's being suspended with something really heavy on a cliff, and it's just like tearing, snapping. Oh. But he can't move. He's gonna lose. Maybe, like, I don't think it's gonna be such a career-ending injury, but he's not gonna be able to fight for months or maybe years. And he's doing these little light jabs. It's done. The light went out in his eyes. The death match? That's what we're calling these? I mean, this is an even bigger goal now. Defeating Mashiba after what happened with the fight with Miyata. Oh, y'all know this. He's sorry. The girl can't be related because then she would be there. I wonder who she is. It's a small mystery that bothers me a lot. Ain't that plastic on the vending machine door thing? Ippo's just gonna wipe that smirk off of, who's this guy? Off of Flicker guy's face. Why does that say Tanaka? So a random life? Random life? A life without boxing? What the hell was that? They need to stop with these weird, like, flashy images. This looks so weird. We all know about it. And what do you thought of him? It made no damn sense. Well, spoiled brat? Because of why? Because he has a dad? You're willing to kill Makunochi. It's better this way. It's better this way, him thinking about Ippo like that. Of Ippo like that. That's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. Because then when it comes to it, it'll just make Ippo's victory more sweeter. Oh. A tape? Dum. Guy's just taking the punches like that. It's open. When you do like the flicker, you have to be very skilled at it. Else you'd be like, it's a dangerous technique to do because you could be injured because you're more open. I barely remember his match with Hajime, and that's really bad because it's the most recent one. I remember the match with Ozuma and Kobashi. I guess because like for Hajime, we don't really know that guy. We got to see a little bit more of Ozuma, and we got to see of Kobashi. Like he talked to them after and before, or like after the matches. Like, you know, we saw them. And for Hajime, we didn't see much of him. So he's a forgettable guy, and I think that's why the match was also sorry. It's not that long. Damn! Whoa, like, look at his arm compared to Ippo's. I mean, that's what we're talking about with Miyata's match. That's your face in his face. Like, that's his face. We can imitate it. The eyebrows. I really want to see how that girl's feeling. She was there, but they didn't for a reason. Is she the only one that works? She probably didn't notice that, but she... Oh, I thought she was gonna cut him off. Miyata's brother? Bad mouthing him how? Flicker guy's your brother? Flicker guy's her brother? Cause I'm like, yeah, he's not bad mouthing Miyata, so like, the only one it could be. He did cheat though. He did cheat though. Did you not see that girl? Well, he played dirty. Everyone's talking about it. It's not gonna change the fact that he won. So why was she there even in matches that weren't starring her brother? That's a twist. I never think she was even there for him. Wouldn't have thought of it. Bro, with the little sister, don't even tell me like, oh, he's a nice guy. I don't want to hear that. Or like to her at least, like, but why was she sad? Why is she sad? He's gonna laugh. Oh, what did he do after that? Did he just like pay for her stuff and leave without saying anything after that? He's ready to make some calls. I was wondering how he's feeling. I was like, no laughing? Because Ippo looks more serious then? They made it, they went there, they made it seem so serious when they zoom into the phone after the scene like faded out. That he wasn't gonna say anything. Cause like, how could you say, why does everyone badmouth him? How's anyone supposed to know how he really is, I guess, at home? You didn't tell us, you didn't say anything. So what we see is how we're gonna perceive him and how we're gonna talk about him to everyone else. Everyone saw what he did with stepping on Miyata's foot. This is before he went there. And how old is he supposed to be? We're learning their story. That's gonna really change Ippo's perspective on him. But not the outcome of the match. Ippo's still winning. So maybe Ippo with that Ippo effect on people. Well, they're not gonna talk in the ring. I don't think before. Maybe after, or maybe just like seeing Ippo fight without even speaking, without words. Ippo's gonna change this guy a little bit. To have them rehearse their stories. Oh, they just fire you based on that. You don't do nothing. I mean, sometimes you really have to change your attitude for your workplace. Do you get money? Opinions of you? Well, I mean, these opinions aren't coming out of nowhere. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, you're giving them the reason to think that way. Especially what happened with Miyata. Like, was that truly an accident then? Is that what we're supposed to believe? She's worried about you and boxing. Gets hurt in fights. Well, he's won every one of them to get here. With Ippo's match. Of course not. It's not gonna change anything. Like I was saying with Hayami, we don't know nothing about Hayami. We saw Ozuma, we saw Kobashi, and now we're seeing Flicker Guy, surprisingly. It's just his life, you know, reason for boxing, I guess. And his reason's just his sister, so she doesn't have to worry. That is... Gosh, can you believe it? Flicker Guy's stories. Not making me change, like, of course not going to win, it doesn't matter, like, we hear his story or not. But just seeing him differently. He just doesn't like how people judges him and lets him go off jobs based on how he looks, making up stories because the way he looks, and it's like He's gonna do something bad eventually, so might as well let it go now. You can't do that. But then now he's giving people reasons to be talking behind his back and making assumptions about him, right? Like me. But yeah, I can't wait to go and see Ippo's match with Slicker Guy now that we know who this girl is actually related to. So she'll be there, and we're probably gonna see like her reaction. Now we're gonna be watching the match. Well, we already know Ippo, but then with Flicker Guy's life and hardships in mind, and then his sister watching, it's gonna make it more interesting. And then now he doesn't trust people, and he wants to just prove people wrong. Whatever he said about how they assume things about him, and he just doesn't care anymore. And he just wants to take the title and win all this money for his sister and all that. I want to see how this match with Ippo would. I just want to see how it'll affect him and what he thinks about boxing, and then how he thinks about boxing. And you're making, I guess he just got tired of people making all these assumptions about him when he didn't do anything wrong. So now he's gonna give them an actual reason to think these stuff about him by doing things unfavorable in the public eye. The match with Mita though was good. Like, Mita was doing good. It was just terrible to see because Mita lost, but it was. You know, let's not talk about it. I'm just going to end the video here. Really hope you enjoyed it. Please like if you did. If you got so far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.